So I'm gonna. What do you want to fight first, Mizutsune or Zenogre?
I guess Mizutsune, because I have the Pierce gun, and then I can load up on
Okay.
non-Pierce ammo, because I guess Zenogre's vaguely pierceable.
Yeah. When we swap to Zenogre, I'll just swap to my ice set, which is a thing I can do mid hunt.
Gun, gun, gun.
The Tobikadachi is super weak to water, which I find strange.
I find the Tobikadachi strange.
Just its existence in this rank, or
Primarily, yeah. I mean, it is a better fight, I think, in this than in World. They souped him up.
yeah.
But it still kind of just feels like discount Nargacuga.
I think Anjanath and Tobikadachi were both the same rank. I guess Anjanath might have been one rank up from Tobikadachi in World. But they both feel a little too far along in this.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. Especially Tobikadachi. I'm just gonna walk to the camp. What am I doing? Oh, I was getting pips. That's what I was doing.
Gotta get a pip.
And that's the other thing I did a lot more in solo that I don't do in like when we're all playing together is I just like spent the first maybe 2 to 5 minutes going around collecting stuff until I was max and then fighting both monsters.
I never go
Which
to
just
max,
feels
but I
good.
generally just have a route that I take. There are still some maps that I have to figure out a better route, but
Yeah.
like
I
for
think
example, the fucking Sandy Plains, I don't have an efficient way to get pips.
There's an okay one. There's an okay one that I take that I could show you. It involved like a lot of hopping around. Why didn't I pick up any ration?
God only knows. Phew.
What are you shooting at, buddy?
Everything.
Oh, I thought he was gonna scream. I was gonna block his screen. Ow.
This guy, like, how is... Well, I guess I don't know for sure, but I haven't seen anything about the Odogaron being in this game at all.
Neither have I. I mean, it's not. But it might be later, especially since I just like soft drop Basilgeist into
Like,
the game.
it's such a fucking slam dunk for the aesthetic they're going for.
It is, yeah. It's armor, especially.
Its armor especially. And, like
Like
it
that-
feels like a compliment to the Mizutsune, the way it jumps all around.
And its armor is like also just like the total. It's like the yang to the Mizutsune Yin.
Where are you going? No one
That's
knows
not
what
where
you're
I thought he was
doing.
going. I don't know when where he's gonna drop the base.
Huh.
Ow. The base drop. The base drop.
It's the video
hello?
where everyone fucking dies.
God. Yes.
Alright, I'm here.
It's true.
Hi, Haley.
It's Haley.
Yep, it's me, Haley.
It's him.
What?
I'm not gonna carry this joke any further before it gets weird.
Him.
Hey, Jordan.
What are you doing in that corner?
Hi.
Yeah, Jordan, what are you doing in that corner?
Baby put me in the corner, I guess.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
But Baby does put other people in the corner. Which is
Interesting.
what happened.
That seems like that's just unfair of baby. Like, I can't get
Nope.
put in a corner, but guess what, bitch?
Nobody said Baby was fair.
What is nobody puts baby in a corner from?
Flashdance?
Is it?
No, it's from.
Okay, then.
That's just a wild guess, or
It's one of the. It's like the dance movie from the '80s that had like Kevin Costner or something. No, it didn't. I don't know.
Costner? I don't think
I
Kevin
vaguely-
Costner was ever.
Look, I vaguely know what it is, and I'm sleep
Fame.
deprived, so things are just kind of coming out.
Like the two dance move. There's Saturday Night Fever. There's Fame. There's Flash Dance.
There's Dirty Dancing.
There's Dirty Dancing.
I think it's Dirty Dancing, yeah.
Okay, that was oh Lord, what was that guy's name? God rest his soul.
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. Yep.
I think that's who I was thinking of.
There will be no ghosting in this classroom.
Yeah, it's definitely Dirty Dancing.
Is that a Ghost reference or?
It's a Community reference. The guy who plays Buster, in Arrested Development.
Does he take a pottery class or something?
He is a pottery professor at the Greendale Community
Okay.
College, and he is like the most angry human being of all time because of people doing what he refers to as ghosting when they're doing pottery, where it's
Which is
just go
more
up
just like-
behind someone and to like do the arm
Yeah.
thing, and he's so mad about it.
Jesus.
The ironic guy on guy. Hello, cat coming from. Oh my gosh! This guy is just.
Yeah, Jordan, you could join us quest if you want.
He's
I will-
just stood up and got knocked 10 feet to his right successively. He's in a different zone
You
now.
just flinched twice.
What are you guys doing?
Mizutsune followed by Zenogra.
Yeah. We could do your urgent after this.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, whenever.
Yeah, we did my urgent, and then I'm like, I don't know when Jordan's situation is. It turns out to be relatively soon, but I was just like, let's just do this quest.
Yeah, I just needed to eat.
Pathetic.
Yeah, but
Prophetic.
Prophetic. Frenetic.
Prosthetic.
but now I can go for pretty much the night. This is my leisure time for the next 4 days.
Good. Can we just like slam through HR6 so I could do stuff?
I would be totally okay with that if that's what we're
Like,
trying to
the
think
problem is I don't want to keep slamming. Like, at some point I need to make an armor that isn't just the Roggy armor.
I mean, true. But just make a mix that. I'm still wearing Kuluyaku stuff.
I'm gonna be playing a lot of Monster Hunter in the next couple of weeks, I think, when I have actual time.
My chest is Kuluyaku, my arms are Kamura, my head is Girototus, my waist is Barioth, which is obviously this rank, but like doesn't require too many high rank stuff.
Oh my gosh, you're destroying my fucking leg, cat. I'm sorry, but you need to stop doing that.
Keep it up, cat.
Rude.
Or poor being. No, he still had another hit left in him. I wouldn't have KO'd the monster if I knew that.
Yeah, it's annoying that the Mounted Punisher, like, it always goes on longer than it should.
It's delayed and it can ruin something like a stun. Like that was just a totally wasted one. Oh well.
Oh, Jordan is here. Okay, so this Mizzou is now less close than I think it should be.
Maybe they don't say anything about the less closeness in this one. But
Yeah.
bye. Ooh. He scooted.
Jordan, what's your class situation?
Dude,
That's
I
like
just got a
school.
Mizutsune water orb from that.
Oh fuck! I
Nice.
got bubble film.
Huh.
Like
I got a
school stuff?
Zenogre plate and a Mizutsune plate. It's not the
I hate.
high rank one, but
I mean, I still hate you, but
it's not the high rank one. But
Yeah, you need the high rank one.
you need the high. We're in high rank.
You also do need some plates, though. You just get
Yeah, I
them
already
off.
had one.
Um,
all right. So were you asking about school stuff?
Yeah, what's that situation?
2 finals down, 2 to go. I've already gotten 1 grade back, and it was a like 90.
Nice.
That worked
Hey,
really well. Which is
very good.
Things
funny
you
because
want
that's
to hear.
actually better than any of my test grades in that class.
Oh, owned.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of owned,
Hello.
Oh, man.
Oh my
I'm
then-
god,
fine.
I
I'm
went
fine.
around
And
my
it's
elbow
asleep
to get
anyway.
to my arsenal. Asleep, yeah.
And then the one I did today was probably one of my tougher classes, and I thought it went fine. Like, I don't need to get a particularly good grade in that test to like pass, but I still think I did significantly better than what I needed.
Gonna do my thing again.
And then I've got 2 more, and they're both also pretty
It
tough.
didn't work
So,
that time.
so I'm going to spend most of the rest of the weekend studying, and then all of the next every a week from Tuesday just doing nothing.
And then you're free.
Yeah.
Until
I-
June, right?
Yes, July.
July.
That's
I
hospital
have my thing
time.
in July. Yep, then it's hospital time up in IU North, which I learned a little bit more about, and it terrifies me. I'm going to have to give a presentation. I don't know
Oh,
what that entails.
Why?
well, a presentation is normally when you go in front of a group of people.
I didn't realize. I thought it was when you presented yourself. I'm not going to go forward with this.
Yeah,
joke
no,
on
you
guys.
are naked while you do it traditionally.
That's not great for me.
I mean, isn't it supposed to be like a job? Why would you have to present?
Because in that kind of job, you would present stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like if when you work in a hospital, like you're as a pharmacist, you're gonna have control over like the formulary, what drugs you use. Like you're gonna need to keep up on research because current research is gonna to change how you use drugs and which drugs you use, and so like you're gonna have to be actually we figured out that aspirin does not cause blood thinning, which is absurd. But
Like actually, or
no, aspirin causes blood thinning, and this is a scientific fact. But
okay.
it's that kind of thing where it's just
But wouldn't it be cool?
yeah, but don't be bad
But I could
because we use
speculate.
it for blood thinning.
Wouldn't it be bad if?
Yeah, but kind of the idea is if you're a hospital pharmacist, you might have to look at the current research into I don't know some random migraine drug and say actually we haven't found a ton of evidence that it's that good, so we probably shouldn't offer it considering it I don't know, for instance, costs $100,000.
Do you know that my grandpa got a stint that was not officially allowed by the the
the
FDA, I guess?
Yeah.
And afterwards, the people who did the procedure on him had to give a presentation on how it actually worked and should be approved by the FDA.
Yeah, that's how a lot of those kind of things go. Where there's a lot of procedures or in that case medical devices that will be allowed to be used in kind of a very loose this is a risk that you're taking sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's just actually it's very successful, and then but
It turns out when an anesthesiologist accidentally slits your throat, you kind of need some emergency stints.
Can't
What'd you say?
imagine why.
I said what the what the fuck? I'm asking you
I mean,
what
that's
happened.
more or less. That's more or less what happened. I think I've probably talked about it before, but he was getting a routine procedure to deal with. What are the things that could build up in your stomach? I don't think there are ulcers. Is there something else?
No, stomach ulcers is usually. I don't
Maybe.
think there'd be anything else off the top of my head for stomach.
It might have been clots in his stomach. I can't remember. It was something stomach related though, and it was going to be a non-invasive procedure or whatever, where they could just poke into you and move stuff around.
An endoscopy.
something like that.
Yeah, I go up to doctors. I'm like, hey, can you move my stuff around?
Can you just like mess it up a little bit in there?
I'm not happy with the current orientation in there. Can you just move it around?
But yeah, so it was like
Swing so badly this time.
it was some routine procedure that he had needed to get for a while, but was like, I don't know, and then he finally decided to get it, and the anesthesiologist just like poked a really important artery instead of what he was supposed to poke, and my grandpa almost died.
Yeah, that definitely happens sometimes.
And though he has passed, the lawsuit is still ongoing.
Yep, that sort of thing happens. I know that my dad mentioned that he once had to like fix one of those situations. And it's just kind of a fucking mess.
Yeah, because obviously the guy didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
but obviously and doctors have insurance for such a thing.
Yeah, like we have systems in place for this, like where the person isn't going to, be fired or anything, but they need to be disciplined, and there needs to be repercussions. And...
From what I understand, he worked at where was it? I can't remember what the name. It's a hospital in Naperville, like a really reputable hospital, and now he works in Florida.
I mean, that's a pretty common, from what I understand about my dad's like coworkers, that's a pretty common like career progression for doctors.
It's a
either
pretty common just old person progression.
Yeah, either you screw up or you're just like done with whatever random like cold state you live in, and then you can go move to Florida.
Well, no, I mean he works as an anesthesiologist in Florida.
Yeah,
I think he was banished to Florida.
All right,
It's a silly place.
Shouldn't exist. Well, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but my dad did mention that like after like kind of having to like fix one of those situations and like stabilizing a patient. I actually don't remember the exact details, but he essentially ended up saving someone's life, and then actually like he received like a note from the person thanking him for like saving her life, and then was sued by her.
Cool.
Oh, your dad was?
Yes, which was because they would the procedure would have been to include everyone's name, like, and then they would be dismissed as you would go on. And so, like, essentially, like, oh, this doctor was the guy who fixed everything, so we should probably throw him out of the lawsuit.
Okay, so like as it went on,
yeah,
I think remember.
Yeah. It wasn't like she was like trying to like get money out of him specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very strange scenario all around.
I just think we should make doctors illegal as the easiest solution.
That's probably right. Yeah. There's.
I'm ready for more work responsibility as a pharmacist. I say. I definitely want to work the doctor's hours. Wait,
it's up top.
I'm here.
No, it's up top.
Yeah, I know.
I
knew it wouldn't be below, but I went down anyway.
I was just below because that was more convenient when coming from the starting camp.
Yeah, no, I don't want doctors' responsibilities. You don't know what kind of hours they work?
Like several.
Like several.
Yeah.
Whoop, I work several hours every day.
I work between 30 and 70 hours every week.
Oh, there's like some fucking electric guitar in this.
Yeah, it rules.
Yeah. So to get back to the point that was being made is that school's going fine.
Cool. Glad that your summer's almost here.
Yeah, so just got a couple more in.
And I'm glad that test is good and went fine.
Yeah.
This guy telegraphs, like, his ass.
No one else.
Movements.
Yeah.
Bowel movements is what they're called. I telegraph my ass movements, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, Chris. I've been around for such things.
I don't know what I mean. What? Oh, you?
Sick
Oh, yeah, no.
House
I decided, I changed the bit halfway through to decide that ass movements and bowel movements are in fact not the same thing.
Oh, well, okay.
I should have communicated that.
I think I'm close
Yeah, I
to
think
a
there'd be some
KO.
people who would be thrilled to like have that sort of warning, or bowel movements in general.
Hmm. No, no, touch on that.
I mean, some people just don't poop.
I mean, I guess
Now
that's true.
expand
That's
on
what
that.
those.
I mean,
I,
look, there's some people who just like for whatever reason
I
they're
have it on good authority. In fact, there's even a book about it proclaiming the fact that everybody poops.
let's put it this way: it is completely considered completely normal to just poop every other day.
I mean, but
then-
that is.
It's
Well,
still
yeah,
that's
but
still
I'm saying
poop.
that like someone just not pooping for a week is not considered that medically like. I mean, it is medically relevant. It's bad, and you should probably like get something for that.
I've probably gone a week without shitting before.
I have not.
Really?
Maybe.
Let's put it this
I'm
way: like I
certain
once
I
went
have.
like 4 days without shitting, and it was like a huge issue that I like almost had to like use an enema for.
Oh damn.
So I would say if you've gone an entire week without shitting, you should like probably go to a doctor at that
Okay,
point.
then maybe I haven't. I've definitely
A whole
gone
week
a
is
few
a
days,
very long
at
time.
least a day or two without shitting. That just
Yeah,
happens
I-
sometimes.
I could definitely say a day or two.
Yeah. That was
I mean, I have a
that.
very,
Based on further research, it seems like I may have just been slightly exaggerating.
I mean, I have a very yeah, sure. We're just talking about this. I have a very regular like system, and
System?
Sure.
Shit
I'm
Not
not-
box.
KO'd yet.
You have a very regular shit box. Just say it.
Yes, I am the every other day person.
You disgust me.
I've actually started taking fiber because I'm slightly weirded out by my general irregularity.
Oh yeah. Holy
Ow.
shit, that was big.
Big pound.
Big Pound is my fucking DJ name.
Love it.
It hasn't been KO'd yet, and I'm just kind of shocked because I've been doing almost nothing but hitting its head with my shield.
I've been able to get in there, but I've got some good wax on the head, so like I'm contributing.
Yeah, it's got to be close.
Yeah.
Nope, this isn't really good. Okay, thank you for iframes. I just didn't touch the controller through almost all of that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh, that seemed new too.
That's something it took me a while to learn. It's just like sometimes you just don't want to get up.
Yep. Sometimes the ground is your friend.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an attack boost off that.
Not worth it.
So, how are you guys?
Okay. I worked on 6 movies this month, which is more
Man,
than
that's
I
a
have
lot.
ever. Yeah.
Also, congrats on having such a great star as Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
in-
congratulations on your coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was just talking to Shane today, and I didn't even realize, but one of the guys that's been in like every he was literally in 3 different movies I scored this month. I'm like, dude.
Danny Trejo's definitely one of those like we'll take
Not
you.
Danny Trejo,
guys. Oh, someone else. Well, look,
Yeah,
I mean, it's a job. Like it's consistent.
It is. The guy who plays Falcone in The Dark Knight is in like
And that guy.
He was in
Yeah, I know what you're talking
3
about.
of the movies I scored this month, and I didn't even realize it until Shane said it.
I mean,
I'm like, oh, that's that guy.
it's work. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sometimes when you're in that kind of position, you just be like, you're just happy you have something. Well, especially over the last like year, probably. Like, I know that like Hollywood's kind of starting to pick up again, but like, I don't like movie making's not in a great spot at the moment.
Well, what I find
the
kind of
Oscars
interesting
just
about-
happened, so
What I find kind of interesting about Christopher Nolan is I feel like outside of the main cast for his films, it seems like the American actors that he chooses are like kind of B actors.
I wouldn't disagree.
Like not really someone you'd expect to see in like a really high profile movie. And it works. Like they're
Yeah.
never like bad performances or whatever, but it's interesting.
Chris Nolan is a good director, and he's good at picking talent. Like,
Mhm. He finally got the KO. It took like, I'm surprised it took like over half the battle to do that.
And then he got the shit out of dodge.
Yeah.
Hey, Fulgur bugs. Those are always nice to get.
Correct. Wait, where?
It was just my shiny.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the shiny.
Open your fucking
I got a
eyes.
carapace.
I got a flippant here.
And Jordan is the worst among us.
Fucking hate that Naughty Dog game.
The worst among us.
Him and Marcy.
I can't. First of all, I can't believe that Naughty Dog got the rights to
Damn
Among
it,
Us and
Marcy.
made it a bad Space Last of Us parody. Just seemed out of pocket. So I've been slowly every now and then playing an hour or two of Horizon Zero Dawn at a time. That game
Yeah.
is not as good as everyone thinks it is. It's not
Whenever
bad,
I see a game
but it's
that has like across the board 8 out of 10s from every publisher, I'm like, that's probably a very mediocre game.
yeah, like
Fair.
it feels like any given Ubisoft open world game, and people are all like, this is almost as good as Breath of the Wild in terms of open world games, and the only reason it's not talked about is because it came out a month after Breath of the Wild. I'm like, no, it's
It came out after Breath of the Wild?
yeah, I think it came out in like April 2017. Maybe it came out right
Breath of the
before, but-
Wild. This is what it looks like now.
But like, maybe it's because Breath of the Wild fucking did some shit for open world games that is very important going forward, including making the worlds interesting to be in any fucking way.
Yeah.
You don't like
And-
Random Island number 4 with the local civil war and all the radio towers? Like, what's... I don't understand the issue
Hey,
here.
the radio towers are giant robot radio towers now, so I think you'll find that's an important change on the formula.
I
You know,
mean,
Chicago?
the problem with most open world games is they have an extremely boring linear story that you just go from point A to point B in. It's like there's no point to it even being open world, which at least Breath of the Wild addressed that by letting you do whatever you want from the get-go.
Yeah, it's
and
like, no,
going
we know our
whatever
story is
direction
pretty
you want.
boring. Like, we'll put a little bit of work into it, but that's not why you're fucking here, bro.
Yeah.
Impression of like most open world games is that like the story and the world are kind of at odds. Where like the story like is something pretty linear and like you're just going from like mission to mission, but then the world is like you could do whatever you want, but you probably should do the story at some point.
Ludo-narrative dissonance.
I hate that word.
Like
But that's
We
what you're
put-
just, this is what you're describing.
I know, but I hate the word. I hate the term.
Okay. Why?
come on.
It's a bad. I don't know. I just think that like why do we like copy the worst parts of academia, which is where like every like random like thing has like some stupid word for something that is easily explained.
I don't know. Because
I
people
don't
are
know.
pretentious.
Like Ludo narrative
Oh,
dissonance
that's
is like
Asleep.
like so much worse than just saying like gameplay and story dissonance.
Oh, mine are small. I guess I
Idiot.
didn't get pyro. Here I go. Hey.
Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to like derail that.
No, that's fine. Anyway, like, it has a cool aesthetic, and, like, I like shooting arrows, I guess, but also I have no reason to use, like, any weapon other than the one bow I like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you're usually like spoiled for choice. Like in terms, it's kind of like a fake spoiled for choice in games like that, where it's like you could use this or this or this, and it's like, okay, this is all just like a different like combo animation for just to do the exact same shit.
Pretty much, and, like, there's a weapon that launches bombs that do status effects, but, like, the status effect buildup is so fucking slow, and it's just a waste
Ow.
of time.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, I'm just gonna use the strongest bow that I have
Thank you.
access to, and only that. Like, I don't need to
Mhm.
set up traps or do trips because, like, if I'm, like, crouched anywhere near any robot dinosaur, I could just click the mouse button and it dies in one hit. Like, there's no reason
Mhm.
to engage with these systems.
Been,
Which is why the weapons breaking in Breath of the Wild is actually good.
I think it's fine. Like, it was something I got over like almost
Yeah,
immediately.
because like that's like, okay, fine, I'll use this cool fucking spear because my sword broke. That broke? Okay, I'll use my fucking boomerang. Like,
all it is people found the Great Flame Blade that you get really early on. They're like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to be so powerful. And then it breaks like 10 minutes later and they're like, what? But I had, like, they just don't know that there's like 80 of them in the game you can find. Like,
yeah.
and I think it just sets them, it gives them a bad expectation for
Lower
what
your
the game is supposed to do.
expectations.
I'm gonna
Oh, wow.
mute myself for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. After this hunt, Haley just got back from work, so I'm gonna go check in on her.
That girl exists, but last week she died. But Wern was on the brain. He's coming back.
Yeah, it was weird how we just talked about that.
Yeah, it was. Like, I honestly didn't think he was ever going to do comedy again. Like, or at least a stand-up special.
Neither did I, but
I guess this isn't
COVID
quite
is
that,
definitely
maybe.
right, and COVID is definitely something that would give him the opportunity to be like, you know what, maybe I'll try that again.
And, like,
Certainly ain't any movies to do.
yeah, and it seemed like a lot of his personal issues with doing stand-up was, like, audiences and that weird
Dynamic.
relationship and dynamic. Yeah, so just being able to go back to, hey, I'll do stupid fucking songs in my bedroom again is probably nice for him.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Did it say that it'll be kind of like random songs in his bedroom, or?
I just assumed based on, like, the short little video he had. Yep,
Yeah.
cheers.
I actually, I didn't watch the video.
It's just the end of Make Happy where he's sitting in his, like, in the bedroom before walking outside to that family. I will never
family
understand that. And then there's, like, a cut of older Bo with a beard, and then it says, like, coming soon.
Okay.
So that makes me think that it's a
Ooh.
bedroom vibe.
Got him right in the jaw. Oops. And then I
well,
fell off a cliff.
Yeah, you did. I was worried that this guy was going to do that when he was in the zone earlier.
Yeah.
Like, dude, can monsters just, like, trip?
My wire bug didn't recover in time, so I fell all the way
Oh,
down
no.
again. Here I come. Bleeze. Okay. What's I'm doing? There you got a plate. Yeah, as long as I got some fins in the rewards, I should be able to just make the whole music. I mean, we're not going to have G rank for a while, so I'm totally down to just make every good set in the game at this point. Especially since you can mix and match pieces.
Another plate. No fucking orbs.
All about the orbs.
All about the orbs.
Yep, definitely I got 2 fins, so I think that was enough. All right, I will be back.
Okay. I'll just hang out by myself for a little bit. I'm here. Although Tim's probably just saying, hey, Haley, let's just give him a few seconds, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I figure he's just gonna be a couple minutes, but yeah, my dad and my brother called me, so I was talking to them for a second. They were checking in, but yeah. What did I miss?
Literally nothing. Wait, we talked about Bo Burnham a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's neat that he's doing something. I don't know. I don't have any opinions on him, really. But
None?
I mean, okay, I like him a lot more now than I did like 6 years ago. He seems very. He seems like a cool guy who's like self-aware. Like, I was not crazy about his like kind of edgy like. I'm a white guy, but sometimes I kind of use slurs, sort of thing.
Yeah,
that
I
he had
feel like
going.
as like a more adult human being, he is probably more like he seems like a smart enough guy to be cognizant of it.
Yeah, I get the sense that he would probably not be thrilled with a ton of his stuff then either. So it was very good, and some of it was just like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I people seem to like the movie he made, so
Yeah, people seemed to like the 8th grade.
yeah, definitely the most important time in anyone's life.
I mean, it is a notable time in life.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. People are not empathetic enough to teenagers.
Agreed. And that's what a lot of young adult fiction is about. And like, it's good for teenagers to hear that, but like, probably doesn't do that much if adults in their life don't recognize that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, part of the reason it sucks being a teenager is that the adults just treat you like your shit.
More people need to be treated like shit, IMO. That's not true. I don't believe that for a second, actually.
Yeah, kind of the opposite.
kind of the exact opposite of my entire life philosophy.
Look, just take what you said and then just completely flip it 100 degrees completely, and then go home and think about everything about your life that led you to believe that, and then maybe you will, yeah. Go home and rethink your life, Elaine Sleeve Bagano.